Hello everyone, I'm Sarah with Sarah's Book Break, and I'm also an independent consultant with Usborne Books More. So today we are going to be talking about our wipe clean books and cards. So I wanted to start off by asking you a question. Since our wipe clean books and cards usually focus on skills such as pen control, handwriting, math skills, things like that, I wanted to ask you what your kids are working on or what skills or subjects they need more practice in. So go ahead and comment below and I will share some different options that we have that can help you and your kids with that. I wanted to share some tips that will help you with our wipe clean books. They're one of our most popular options to choose from because they are very inexpensive. They're only $7.99 for these books, and they come with a wipe clean marker, and they are reusable. So when I say wipe clean, it's a dry erase marker that you can use over and over in these books, and they just have really fun activities and pictures that get kids engaged and excited about learning. This is first numbers. It just feels like they're doodling and coloring, and they're getting that pen control practice and learning the numbers along the way. This one I have is grammar control. Put myself in the eye. So one thing I really like about these books is they start out with the basics. So you can, if they don't have any understanding of it, you can start from the basics, and it adds to what they learn with each page. This one is first math. So rather than just working on numbers now, they can actually practice simple addition facts. So this one is adding one more, or how many birds, draw one more bird on the roof. How many birds are there now? This one is first letters. So if you're working on handwriting, there's several different options for letters. There's one that's all lowercase, there's an all capital. This one is beginning, so it's going to have a little bit of both and just the basics. So one thing I wanted to talk about today is with our wipe cleans, they wipe off really pretty good unless they've been left, you know, if you wipe it off right away with a rag or your finger, it should come off. But if you leave it on, then it's going to get stuck on. So here's some tricks that you can try if this happens to you. One thing, you can just actually color over it with dry erase marker, and it should come off. I don't know if that's. So if you color on, it rubs right off. So that's one way if you have a little bit of mark. Another thing to try is a magic eraser. We use our magic erasers all the time, so that this is dry, and you can just scrub it right off. Really easy. So you can get this is just a wet wipe, and it will wipe it all off too. So that's probably the easiest. Make sure if you do use a wet wipe though that you dry it off so that the pages don't stick together when you close the book. So it's good to go. Another thing I wanted to talk about is our wipe clean activity cards. We also have cards that you can practice writing the numbers, letters, and words. So we have some different options for our cards. And our cards come 52 a pack, and they're front and back. So you have 100 cards that they can doodle on. And again, they are wiped clean with their dry erase pens. Now what I've done is I've hole punched mine, and then I've put a ring around it, and I divided them up into groups. This one has 5, but you can do as many groups as you want. And then you can split them up and share them with your kids so that they have their own pack and they can trade them when they're done doing that. And then there's no fighting over the activities. This is one of our minis, and you can get the minis in a pack of 4. But one of the tips that I suggest when you get your wipe cleans is you can just get an X-Acto knife and carefully slice off the top of this little plastic, and then you can take out your marker and put it back in as a little holder for your marker later on. So that's one option, which is nice so you don't lose your marker. The only thing is, I know with my kids, when they're trying to write on this side, if there's that bump from the pen, it makes it more difficult. So another thing I suggest is to before you take it off, put the whole book in the freezer and let it sit for a while so it gets really cold. And then get a butter knife and carefully just go along the seams, and it should kind just come right off without ripping. Another thing I haven't tried, but someone has suggested, is to warm up the glue that goes around the markers by using a blow dryer, and then again using the butter knife to carefully remove the cover. So those are my tips for wipe cleans. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. And again, if you are looking for a particular subject or topic, any skills that you're working on with your kids, comment below so that I can share some of the resources that we have from our books. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.